Is there a significant boost in link power if you get a backlink from a Google News website? If so, why? Um, so Google says that they don't prioritize or they don't give you know, benefit to their own properties. Are you talking about a website like listed on Google News? Um, do you understand what he's asking here, Nick?
Yeah, he's just talking about, I'm guessing, getting a backlink from Google News, like, an editorial style link, I'm guessing. And so all of this is the same. It's the same across all links,
Wait,
right?
hold up,
Like
you're
authority
you're kind of
values,
breaking
they
up a
have
bit.
different trust values. Oh, sorry. Let me know when.
Uh,
Can
I
you hear
guess
me?
just roll with it. Yeah.
So yeah, they have got different authority values. They have different trust values. All websites are going to fall into some sort of bracket. Um, you know, Google News is going to be a sort of editorial link, in my opinion, and it's going to resonate with the likes of other high-end editorial links. So is it good to get is it powerful and is it good? Yeah, absolutely. Now, I guess you're asking this question in the sense that, like, it may be as opposed to other types of backlinks. You know, the question or the answer is this: all links are not created equal. They come from different places on the internet with different values as far as Google's algorithm is concerned. While they say they don't value their own properties more than others,
Well,
they do understand that this is an editorial news style information link. It's going to be the same as getting a Fox or a CNN or whatever. They have high value. And so, yeah, they are good links to get. Will you bring the
so I just want to bring up Google News real quick. Um, I'm not sure if we're really talking about the same thing here, because Google News is essentially an aggregator, right?
yeah, for news?
So they've got a bunch of different websites on here. They're not really Google's properties, unless there's something I'm missing. But when I think of Google News, this
Uh,
is what I'm thinking about. Unless the asker is talking about something different here. Um, so if you get a link from articles or websites that are on here, they're of course going to be very good, right? We know for a fact that Google sees these websites as extremely authoritative, right? If they're showing them on the news feed right here. Um, but that's not to say that other websites cannot compete with these sites. This is just, news sites are basically like one kind of type of website. And, but yeah, as far as
yeah,
getting links from
it's
websites on here, Google obviously sees them as authoritative. So these links are all,
there you go.
obviously going to
Yeah,
be good for you.
yeah, it's just
Um,
it's syndication, Chris, like you said. So for some reason I thought that there was an actual, but I guess it is just syndication.
yeah, unless I'm missing something, there's something I'm not really familiar with. I'm pretty sure you're just talking about, the sites
No,
that are
yeah,
on
so
there.
it's just aggregating all the major stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and so essentially what you're talking about is doing a high-end press release and then getting on Google News, getting on all these other news sources, et cetera, right? Yeah, those are good to get.
But that's
But
also not to say that other websites cannot be equally as potent as those websites, right? The websites that are putting in Google News, we know for a fact that Google thinks those are good sites, trustworthy sites, authoritative websites.
right, if you
But not all sites show up in Google News, and there's other sites that talk about individual topics
or at the
that
top rather.
that are still extremely authoritative, right? They just might not be showing up in Google's news feed for whatever reason. Um, so I don't know. I wouldn't really say a significant boost in link power, as other than getting a link from those websites, is going to be good,
Yeah, it shows
essentially.
shows that you're like an authority in some aspects and that you've got a lot of trust going if you can get a press release to syndicate to these top levels, right? Because
Or
when
just a
you,
link in general from them.
yeah, well, yeah,
If they just decided to talk about, your
yeah, one-off
business
article
or
on
for
like
whatever reason, yeah.
CNN or Gizmodo or whatever, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so hopefully that answers your question. Obviously, those going to be really good links. I don't really know about the significant boost part because there are still
I think
websites that can rival them, but you just know for a fact that they're going to be good.
so. I think here's the maybe the confusion. So like when you're going through Fiverr or marketplaces like that, a lot of people are going to advertise to you that Google News approved website, right? And they're going to charge you whatever for it. And what they're saying is whenever they put an article up, it gets syndicated to Google News, or oftentimes it does anyway, right? And so it's their way of saying our website has a lot of trust to where it syndicates to Google News, right? Like Chris said, it's not always the case that that's what you're going to get. But yeah, if you've followed us for quite some time, you'll know that we're heavy on diversification of your link profile and, getting high quality versions of these links that do syndicate is going to help your link profile. No doubt about that.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Be sure to check the description below for links to our blog for more info on this topic, along with a bunch of other cool stuff like case studies, our Facebook community, and our link building services. And like always, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell if you enjoyed the video. Thanks and happy ranking.